Hello all, welcome to the channel Cloud Knowledge. Today in this video we'll study part 4 of the ontology tutorial which we have been studying in continuation. So here on the screen you can see the standard documentation by Microsoft. On the left pane you see we have covered part 0, 1, 2, 3, which is about the introduction, environment setup, creation of ontology, enriching it, then viewing it. And in the current video we are going to consume that ontology which we have built from agents. Okay, the current scope for consuming it is through the Fabric data agent. There will be other parts as well which we'll be studying later. So you see here that this feature is also in preview and we can expect many changes to this. Okay, so in this tutorial we'll learn about consuming ontology from agents to ask questions in natural language and get answers grounded in the ontology definitions and bindings. So in part 3, if you go a little down, you see right here we had set up the options in the query builder to get the result, right? Query graph instances like show all freezer that were opened in the various store, etc. So that same query we can ask here via the agents. Let's proceed. It says using AI agents with ontology. AI agents can help users move from static analysis to interactive, goal-oriented workflows by understanding natural language, planning steps, calling tools, and taking action on behalf of the user. When agents use an ontology as context, they gain a governed understanding of the business. What understanding? Key entities, relationships, definitions, rules, metrics, and source mappings. This helps agents produce responses that are more grounded, explainable, and consistent across systems instead of relying only on raw data or prompts. Okay, so there are 3 ways to build agents that consume ontology context. First is through Foundry IQ, second is Copilot Studio, and third is Fabric Data Agent. In the current video, we'll be using Fabric Data Agent, and later we'll study the other 2 options. So Fabric Data Agent help users create data grounded agents directly in Fabric that can answer business questions using governed enterprise data with ontology context, adding richer business meaning, relationships, and consistency. Let's proceed next, which is create data agent with ontology, which is in preview source. Ontology will be the source. So follow these steps to create a new data agent that connects to your ontology item. First step is go to your Fabric workspace, use the plus new item button to create a new data item named as retail ontology agent. So we'll copy the name of this agent and we'll go to our Fabric workspace to create this. The tip, let's read first. If you don't see the data agent item type, make sure that it's enabled in your tenant as described in the tutorial prerequisites. So yeah, it has to be, that option has to be enabled, else you'll not see that. So let me take you to my workspace. Here we are in the ck_poc folder where we have been creating resources for this ontology tutorial. At the top we see the new item button. We'll click over it and we'll search for data agent option. It will appear up. It says build a generative AI agent that understands your data and can answer complex questions in a variety of conversational interfaces. So we'll click over it. It will load up and ask for data agent name. So we'll give the name as retail ontology agent, and at the top we'll write just CK for our data agent name, customized name, CK retail ontology agent. Let's click on create. So CK retail ontology agent is getting created. It is loaded. You see this is the first page, overview page. Here the home page, where in the Explorer section you have the data, setup tools. At the top you have this panel and you can add resources here, right? Now go back. It says the agent opens when it's ready Add a data source, search for the retail sales ontology item and select add. Now your ontology is added as a source for the data agent. When the agent is ready, the ontology and its entity types are visible in the Explorer. So we are going to add our ontology here, retail. So here we are adding the data source, and this is the One Lake catalog. So here's the page where we have our resources which we created as part of this tutorial, and you see here CK retail sales model ontology, right? So we'll select this and click on add. So here on the right side notification bar says that it is validating, and now it has added our data, which is ontology resource, to our ontology retail ontology agent. Left side we can see all the entity types for the CK retail sales model are added. Let's go back. Yep, we did up to this step. We'll go next with providing agent instructions. This step addresses a known issue affecting aggregation in queries. So there's a known bug they have written here in the standard documentation. So next, add a custom instruction to the agent. Select agent instructions from the menu ribbon. At the top of the input box, add support group by in GQL. This instruction enables better aggregation across ontology data. So here we have different options, and at the top here we have agent instructions. So we'll click on agent instructions. Default instructions have come up here. Now our job is to add this line, okay, at the bottom of the input box. So we'll copy this. Why? Because this step addresses a known issue which is affecting the aggregation in the queries. So in order to avoid that issue, we'll be adding here at the bottom this line in the agent instructions, right? So let me open this in a new tab and see we are doing it correct. So yeah, we have added this line as part of the agent instructions section, right? This is fine. Let me take you back. So this is fine. Let's go back. This looks good. Let's give one line over here, and this looks good. Let me make it a little, yeah. So this looks good. We'll go to the next step. The instruction is applied automatically. Optionally close the agent instructions tab. Now, whatever we added here in the instructions are saved automatically. We can close this tab as well. Now next, query agent with natural language. Next, we have to explore ontology with natural language questions. Start by entering these example prompts. For each store, show any freezer operated by that store that ever had a humidity lower than 46%. So we'll copy this natural language question and we'll paste or give it to the agent. But let me first show you the agent instructions. The instructions were for the overall data agent and will be sent regardless of the question explained. Rules for planning how to approach each question, which data sources to use for different topics, any terminology or acronyms with consistent meaning across all connected data sources, tone, style, and formatting for finished responses. So yeah, instructions are fine. We'll close it again and go back here and put our question. Ask a question about data using your own words. For example also given here. But we are going to use the example given in the tutorial. So let's click on send and wait for the agent to analyze and process and reply back to us. So yeah, here it is analyzing our ontology, which is the data source we have added for this agent. So let it analyze. We'll go back and see. Notice that the responses reference entity types, which is store, product, and freezer, and the relationship, not just raw tables, right? So open in a new tab. It says if you see errors that there's no data while running the example queries, wait a few minutes to give the agent more time to initialize, then run the queries again. Continue exploring the data agent by trying out some prompts of your own. So one prompt, the first prompt which we have given is fetching us results. The second prompt also is ready. In the meantime, we can see here. So yeah, this is how the result will look like. It will give us the result in the form of the data which it has fetched from our ontology. So let's go back. Yep, the result appeared and it says the freezers that have recorded a humidity lower than 46% are first one, Lakeshore, Paris 1, the second one in Berlin, the numbers Par 01, Ber 02. And the percent also is mentioned here. No freezers in other stores have reached this lower humidity. Yeah, so this looks good. The response, the second one will go with what is the top product by revenue across all stores. So yeah, let's see what the agent replies. And in the meantime, we'll see the result here from the tutorial. So yeah, it was for the freezer, which was in Paris and Berlin. The top product was classic vanilla pint with a revenue of 465. Okay, fine. As per the data, this was the result, and we'll see what our agent gives. The top product is here, classic vanilla pint. Total revenue of 465 USD. Right? We can give more questions, which we gave in while viewing the ontology through the query builder option, right? So the first query which we crafted there was for this: show all freezers that are operated in the Paris store. So we'll give this query here out and see the result. And after this query, we'll give the next query which we gave while viewing. So it's still analyzing. And you notice here it is giving the response time as well. It took 52 seconds for the first question to answer, second one 16, and the next one is still in process. Done. I attempted to retrieve the freezer operated in the Paris store, but there was a technical error accessing the required data. This may happen due to the problem with the query or system settings. If you need details on the Paris store freezers, I can suggest specifying the store by its full name, Lakeshore Paris, or store ID Par01. Alternatively, you can try a broader or slightly different request. Okay. So it is asking for more details, right? Ideally, the result should be given as Paris for pair 01 and 02, right? From this response, we can say that, yeah, it is trying to reason, it is trying to analyze how we are asking the question. Now let's try the next one, which is about show all stores that made a sale with a revenue greater than 150. Let's see. So the result came as the following stores have made at least one sale with a revenue greater than 150, which is Lakeshore, Amsterdam, and Paris 1. This was what the result we got to the query builder as well, right? Yep. Amsterdam and Paris were the result. Let's ask the question again for Paris store and see if it could get the result this time. The result was actually this one. So if we open it in a new tab, it was FPAR 02 and 01, right? So yeah, and now when we again ask same questions, show all freezers that are operated in the Paris store, it gave the result. Pair 01, pair 02, right? The freezers operated in the Paris store. Earlier it gave like it was not able to fetch data. We could be more specific in asking, but yeah, the agent is performing well. This is what we can see. It is reasoning better and better. It is gradually understanding the context and our questions better. So this is how we can create data agents in Fabric, consume ontology, and gain insights from this. Hope you have understood this video. Thank you for watching. Keep learning. Bye.